Okay, cool. And who is still unconscious? Yeah, some of them are, but it's not a huge deal. We do have this guy. He got shot in the arm as usual. Okay, fantastic. We've sort of decreased a little bit of Mongrel's population. How much do we have left? 173 that we need to exterminate. We'll get there. Don't you worry. Are you in danger or something? We do have a bunch of people who are unconscious, so let's just head back. Fen, where are you? Okay, what's this? Oh, right. Medic, rescue, and bodyguard. What's your story? Your arms and legs are. Oh, right. You're the latest recruit. Sounds good. Fantastic. You don't have any medicine, do you? Yeah. Have one of these. Alright, everyone get together. Okay. Have one of these. What do you mean he's out of trading range? He's literally right there. Okay, Fen, go trade with this person. Okay, cool. He's out of trading range. You, go trade with Fen. Come on, developer. Alright, go trade with Fen. Fantastic. Who also does not have first aid for some reason? You don't. You're unconscious, so who cares? You don't. I'm guessing they've just, like, largely expended their first aid, and that's what the problem is. Okay, let's head back. Okay, yeah, let's head back. We've had a handful of new recruits. Yeah, he's still getting used to all of his armor, so it's not a big problem. Seems to be a little fight going on over there. A human mercenary, by the way. So the mercenaries are finite in the game. So when a mercenary dies, they're gone and they aren't replaced. So mercenaries are sort of, yeah. So when they are gone, they are gone. He got jacked. Holy crap! He's gonna die so fast. What are we attacking? I'm confused. Are we running all the way into Mongrel just to fight the rest of the mercenaries? Interesting choice. Are you stuck? You are stuck, aren't you? Okay, he's been unstuck now. Okay, he's awake. You're awake. You are awake, and you are awake. Fantastic. Okay, let's go get some R&R for a hot second, get some people some gear, and then we will go from there. Also, I'm guessing we are just out of cotton, and that's why it's not making any plate armor. That does appear to be the case. So until we have that, our Praetorians are kind of just not really going to be particularly prioritized for us. Does look like a lot of people ran forward, though. Fantastic. They've all got jobs to do. And we have a lot of ammunition. I don't think we used much ammo, though, so we're not going to worry about that too much. I would love for there to be a loadout system in the game, though. Granted, when you're playing the game normally, that's not really going to be a big issue. Enemy hunt moving towards Hive Alpha. Oh no. They're coming to get us, Barbara. Okay, let's turn off taunt for everyone. They can all get up there, right? Yeah. Okay, I think we're fine in that regard. So, do you have any jobs to be doing? Yeah, I guess there's just nothing for them to do in there at the moment. Okay, sounds good. Right. Cool. Kill them all. When they decide to finally show up, we'll slaughter them. It's an enemy hunt. It's from the Shek Kingdom. It's on the way. This is them. And they are indeed coming. Alright, logistics. I'm going to have you guys go onto these turrets instead. When you don't have anything else to do. Eventually, I think what we'll do is we'll have the Fog Heavies be essentially a shield for everybody else. That might work decently well. Okay, sounds good. Can we build any... We can build hemp farms, but can we make hydroponic hemp yet? Yes, we can. Okay, that's useful. Looks like we won't have that many of these, though. Hey, come on now. Is there a reason I can't put the other one up? It's probably just that this barrel is too far to the left or something. Actually, it's probably that there's somebody standing there. Yeah. So you can actually get these really close to each other, but you have to do things like this, where you put it in there afterwards. Can you move? Oh, it was there for like half a second. Alright, fine. We have two. That's better than none. These dudes are almost here. The question is, are their AIs going to bug out or not? That's really what the question is. So we're going to close that door. There are quite a few of them. Hold yourselves up inside your cave, I see, dog. Ah yes, we will 100% let natural selection do its job. You betcha. Okay, so we are going to use these gates to saw their forces. So we're going to close this. As you can see, they are already taking a ton of damage because these are actually harpoons instead of crossbows. Now some will go through as soon as we close the door, and then others will start trying to knock it down. What are you doing? The hell are you doing? Get back in there. Close the gates! What are you doing, you idiot? And already it has been defeated. I mean, that is what happens when they're getting shot for like 180 damage, 170 damage. Shek do have a lot of hit points, but yeah, they barely even made it to our gates this time. That's right, you guys better run. And those who just got KO'd by that are all pretty much just going to bleed to death pretty quickly. Yeah. Fantastic. We're just on our guns like, bring it on. Show back up, see what happens. The war leader, I think, is over here somewhere. War leader, there he is. Hey, thanks for the follow. Who's the? Which one's the war leader? There he is. Fen, come pick up the war leader for me. Let's do this. Yoink. Now put the war leader in a cage so he can get eaten. Oh, what the? Everyone, first aid the war leader. We don't need him dying now. Okay, so this works great. What this would normally... So if you're wondering, so if you're in the base game, you don't have something... Long story short, I had to... No, you didn't miss anything really big. We killed a bunch of people at Mongrel, and then we came back to rebuff a raid from the Shek. The Shek have typically given us the most problems. However, they didn't make it very far. As it turns out, being really good with crossbows makes it so the Shek can't do much. So these guys are all just going to now get picked up by FOGMEN and eaten. It's fantastic. I think somebody is stuck somewhere. I think it's one of these guys is like stuck or permanently unconscious or something. Because when they die, oh, it'll probably be him. So when he dies, this little dot over here will disappear. So, yeah, these guys, they really just do not stand a chance against this kind of defense, because the game wasn't really built around this. Now, keep in mind, so how the base game is built, I've actually talked about this before, is that you would realistically have, 10 people at home running your base, basically, while the 20 people, because that's the max squad size, go out and adventure and do things in the world. So you would have a 10-person home team and a 20-person away team. Now, what's important is these towers, these are considered the optimal defensive item at defensive building, and they also have 10 slots for crossbows. So you can literally, if you wanted to, have a small, like really tightly built base, and then a tower in the middle of it, and that would be able to offer protection all around it itself. So that's sort of a, I don't know, meta doesn't really seem like it makes a whole lot of sense. That's sort of how I think the game was designed for you to play it. At least that's what I think it's designed for you to build towards, because the tower is one of the very last things. It's pretty late game. And the station house is much stronger. Okay, we're missing a right arm. All right. Have anybody else who's missing an arm? Oh, yes, you. Uh-huh. Damn it. Alright, get over there. Cool. Good job. You did it. Oh, you're missing a left arm. As it turns out, we have those in spades. Okay, that works. Wonderful. So, if you're wondering, the setup that we have on these guys... Here's the logic. So they die if their stomach or chest gets to, like, negative its amount. So we want the vast majority of protection to be on stomach, chest, and head. However, you can have your arms and legs blown off just fine, and that doesn't really stop you. That doesn't, like, flat out kill you. So... they pretty much have almost... They have very little protection on their arms. And eventually they'll just have KLR arms on all of them. KLR arms don't really give them a huge amount of protection on their arms, but they also have like 200 hit points or 250 hit points with KLR arms, so they should be fine there. As for the legs, this offers some leg protection. This offers a lot of leg protection. Now, if you look at, say, these helmets, these tend to be some of the better helmets in the game, and for our Fog Heavies... Okay, I don't know where we picked all that up again, but okay. These guys generally don't have head protection, but they have more hit points. Now, I think Hyver's Expanded added Hyver Soldier Plate Armor, which does have head protection built in. 100%. So these guys are actually optimal as Fogmen now to be your soldiers because they just have more hit points. The only thing is, I think this is on the whole worse than this. Do we have any highs anywhere? I don't think so. He's wearing armor that we looted off of somebody. But this random Fogman, I do need to get him outfitted, so we should probably go and do that, huh? Alright, you. He runs super fast. He's really excited. He's like, finally, I'm going to get the kit that I was promised. This is wonderful. I can't wait to actually have armor. Alright, kid, go and put on this. This is about, I don't know, 10 pounds and 20 pounds, 30 pounds. I don't know, 100 pounds. Go pick up this weapon. Okay, we don't have any Mark IIs yet. Go get your sword. He's probably less excited right now. All right, cool. You got all that, right? Is that all that you need? No. Now you need to go get a backpack. Because then the backpack's going to weigh a lot. 61% encumbrance. Puts on standard kit. He can barely move. Don't worry, kid. It's going to get worse. Alright, now run over here and get your now get the ammo for your weapons. He's like, I hate my life. Why do they have to go off the farm? 61% ad conference. 64%. He's just barely sort of like jogging along. This was a slaughter. What are you guys aiming at? Like somebody way off in the distance. Weird. Okay, I turned on ranged and they ran over here? I guess they went to go get food? I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think I need to be over there right now. So all of you come over here. I'm going to turn off their jobs. Okay, they're just going to follow Fen around. That's fine. Let's open this up and then tell the wounded people to go to bed. And if you're wondering, this slot is right here in the Fog Islands. There's Mongrel, here's that. If you wanted to, if you like this place and want to use it in your own playthroughs, you can. It is nice and defensible. If you're doing a standard playthrough, though, then like almost anything will do. Almost any building in any town will do, so long as you're not going to get attacked constantly while being there. What I would usually do... yeah, get good. What I would usually do is go to Mongrel and proceed to just buy up all the buyable houses. And then... What's Fen doing? Buy up all the buyable houses and then just get my faction sort of going there. I do like how sometimes they just sort of teleport around. It's kind of silly. Because the game just doesn't know what to do. So, there's about the game. Yeah, so I highly recommend a vanilla playthrough. So, I think we recently recruited a Fog Prince. So, my recommendation... What I almost always do is end up going to the Fog Islands in the beginning of a playthrough. I have a bunch of playthroughs on YouTube of this game, by the way. I think this is like the 14th playthrough or something, like season 14 or something. So what I recommend you do is get to where you can run at, I think, 22 miles an hour? Something. Is there a normal FOGMEN around here? You just need to be able to run faster than the normal FOGMEN. Because once you can do that, you can get to and from Mongrel without a huge amount of danger. The FOGMEN themselves aren't particularly dangerous or tough. It's just there are so many of them, they'll overwhelm you. By the way, you can ask me all kinds of questions. I have lots of Kenshi knowledge. I guess one thing that I can tell you outright from the beginning is that blunt damage is so much better than cut damage in Genshin. The only exception to this is weapons that do a lot of cut damage and also have a lot of damage resistance. You can also go above 100 strength and dex with items that give you bonus stats, or it's all multiplicative, so things that give you, more of a specific stat. Do we have any people who have two? Yeah, this person has 2 arms. So this person has 2 skeleton arms. Looks like one of them is masterwork, one of them is specialist grade. So these 2 are being applied multiplicatively, which is why his dexterity is like 70s. So his dexterity is 74, but then that gets multiplied by all of his gear. Now the downside is that the armor he is wearing is negatively impacting his dex. So if we take that off, his dex just shot up to a 99. So if his dex score was like 80s, it would be over 100. The highest dex that you can get out of just, so you're interested at parties where everybody plays Kenshi, I think is like 170 something. Now this sounds great on paper. However, dexterity is terrible because, so it only increases cut damage. I mean, if you have dex, it's better than not having dex. So what dex does is it increases cut damage. It increases some other things, but the primary thing is cut damage. Here's the problem. This unholy chestplate, yeah, it reduces dex, it reduces cut damage by 81%. So 19% gets through. That 19% is then reduced by 44%, so we'll say roughly half of that 19% got through, so we'll say 9. Why not? We'll say 9% got through. That is then further reduced by toughness. At 50, it's 0% bonus or less or more damage. And then at I think at 100, it's 50% less damage. So that cut damage could, in theory, go from doing 100 damage to 5. Which is why it's terrible. Cut damage is good in the beginning of the game because most of the enemies just aren't wearing armor at all, which is why the game pretty much starts you out with katanas and has access to katanas really easily. Now, those are great. They do get your skill up, but katanas are something that you are going to slide away from eventually. If you want a weapon class that you can use throughout the entire game without having to potentially upgrade or downgrade to anything, then that's going to be hackers. Hackers are basically the best weapon in the game. Best weapon class in the game. If you just want a general use weapon. The reason for this is that hackers, they have damage, they have armor penetration. So what this means is, okay, so if the armor, whenever armor is applied in the calculation, it's multiplied by, in this case, it is multiplied by 0.7. So 30% off, basically. And so what that means is a lot more cut damage gets through than normally would get through. This also applies to the blunt damage it does. So if we look here, we see it does a 109 cut damage. That's a modifier. It's not going to do 1.9 damage. It's going to do 1.9 multiplied by dex multiplied by something else, I think. And so that's going to do a certain amount of damage. So blunt damage, this does less blunt damage, but it still does enough through everything to be decent. Now, if you have a weapon bonus, an attack bonus, that will stack with an indoors bonus if something has an indoors bonus. So if you look at a Wakizashi, it has an attack bonus. If you look at it, it's not like rusted junk or something. So if it's like mid-grade, it will have an attack bonus and it will have an indoor bonus because it's positive. And so that will, those, if they're boni, those will stack. If it has an indoors malice, however, so it's working against you, then that will replace the bonus. The bonus will go away and you'll just get the penalty. So they don't add on top of each. They will add if positive, or the indoors penalty will just take precedence. So what is the game then? So when you're playing Kenshi is a game about exploration. So the first couple of playthroughs you'll do, I highly recommend not making a base until like the super end game when your dudes when you sort of explored everywhere. The other thing is every single one of these places sort of has its own thing about it. So like Berserk Country, you'll find a lot of, heavy armored dudes. Raptor Island, there's a mini boss there. You can swim there. Dreg, there's like cannibals and hivers. That's kind of about it. Vane is just the western hive for the most part. The Sten Desert has the Shek in it. The Spider Plains has a lot of spiders. Kenshi spiders, not just little arachnids. Arak has somebody. The Watcher's Rim have people who are mercenaries who want to kill somebody. Shun is where there's a lot of libraries if you need to go get books. The Crater, don't go to the Crater. The Hook is sort of where a lot of the United Cities was. United Cities is sort of divided into two major parts. There's the United Cities proper, and then there's sort of the extended territories. These are the extended territories. The South Wetlands also has some more of the United Cities. The Bone Fields and the High Bone Fields are where a lot of really dangerous animals are. The Fishman Islands, you'll have to go and find out. Royal Valley has the Southern Hive in it. Grey Shelf is also part of the Southern Hive territory. Sniper Valley is called Sniper Valley because it has snipers. Sonorous Dark is interesting. The Ashlands is interesting. People usually don't come back from there. You have the Pits East. This has its own little faction. I think Crags as well. Stove's Garden. Green Beach is a nice little area. The Outlands really doesn't have that much there. Gut is hyper dangerous unless you really know what you're doing. There are things that run very fast there that don't like you. The Eye has a malfunctioning space laser. No, wait. That's the Venge. The Venge has a malfunctioning space laser. If you go to Venge and you want to build a base or something there, you will want stuff that gives you burning resistance. Because that's what sky lasers do. Anyway, you'll see. The Swamp is great, but the Swamp also tends to have performance issues. You'll most likely start here in the border zone. That is... I cut myself earlier and I just reopened the wound by accident. I was shaving with my straight razor. Okay, yeah, it's Squin. Should really put a band-aid or something over it. So I can't do that again by accident. The hub is where you'll start in most playthroughs. So if you are playing a human, you can pretty much just run straight into Okranite territory. If you are not playing a human, you want to avoid Okranite territory. And the Cannibal Plains is kind of dangerous, or it can be. Hidden Forest has an interesting little faction in it. Darkfinger is also the Cannibal Plains, northern coast. Basically, this is all cannibals. That's the United Cities. Yeah, yeah, I mean, just think about the game as exploring, because that's really what you'll do. When it comes to getting your hands on gear that is decent, so I would recommend just sort of going around doing stuff. You can buy houses in cities, and then you can just basically use the gate guards as defense. They will protect you from most of the threats out there. However, if you decide you want to leave those cities behind, you want to go and explore, which again is the point of the game, you can go over to the Deadlands. You have Black Desert City and the Scrap House. The Scrap House is where you can buy decent gear. So yeah, this is where you can buy really good weapons. And then this ruin right here is where you can buy really good armor. I won't tell you anything else, but yeah, really good armor there, and then really good weapons over here. Keep in mind the Deadlands has acid rain, so you will pretty much just be taking acid damage. The acid damage that you take from rain isn't particularly bad, though, so, like, literally if you're playing with just a Greenlander, a human, or a Shek or something, as long as you're wearing shoes, you can just run there and go indoors for a little bit and heal. There is an inn in Black Desert City, so you can literally just run there, lay down on the bed to heal, go to the scrap house, buy stuff, then run back to Black Desert City, heal, and then leave. It's not that bad. Some of the memes on the Reddit suggest that like rain is the worst thing ever. Hivers are completely immune to acid though, so they can swim around in this stuff. Keep in mind that the AI, when it's telling you recruits to move places, does not take into account the acid water. So you will have human recruits go dive straight into just like acid lakes and swim across, because based on all of their stats, it is faster for them to dive in and swim to the other side than just run around. So just keep that in mind. Always be willing to run away from the fights if you are alone. If you're actually just starting the game, then what I would recommend you do is start in the hub and run down to Squin and recruit somebody named Ruka. She's a Shek, so she's free. If you want, there's also somebody down here in Shark, that's this town, that you can recruit for free as well. There is somebody way up here. Let's see if I can remember where. I think it's here that you can recruit for free as well. I think it's there. It could be somewhere else. Yeah. There are 3-4 people in Mongrel that you can hire. One person will join you for free, and a handful of people will join you normal. But yeah. Alright. Well, the game's really nice. Super, super nice. Are we all healed now? We are. Get out. Get out of bed. And what are you guys, a teenager? What are you guys, teens? Alright, get to work. Well, they all got to work getting on turrets. So what I recommend you do if you are on a new playthrough is get to where you can run faster than like 20 miles an hour. I know, it sounds crazy, but Kinshi's an interesting place. So get to where you can run faster than 20 miles an hour, and then I recommend you run to Mongrel. So to put that in perspective, you'll start here, and what I recommend you do is just, if you're human, run through Okranite territory, and then to like this military base, and then you can sort of try to get in that way. You can also go around if you want. You can come in through Obedience. The shortest route is probably going around in Dreg and then going around that way. It's probably the shortest. And the reason that I tell you to go to Mongrel first is Fog Prince heads have a bounty in Mongrel. They sell for 6,000 cats. So what this means is you can very quickly become wealthy in Mongrel. Now, FOGMEN normally have stats that are in the 20s. What this means... Ah, yes, we need hemp. What this means is that you can go and effectively level your character's fighting stats up to like 20s, 30s, and also get them decent armor and weapons. And then after that, you can leave to go somewhere else. Well, when you have a lot of money. What many people will do is they will use Fog Prince heads to, become solvent, I suppose, to become financially solvent, to become financially great. They will buy houses in Mongrel, and then they will use those houses to essentially let them tech up. And when they feel that they have teched up enough, they will leave Mongrel. Now, they'll also do that thing I was talking about where they go over to Black Desert City, into the scrap house, buy weapons and gear there. They might go here and buy armor there, and then just keep training people in Mongrel. But yeah, that should work out. If you find heavy weapons... Okay. If you find heavy weapons, those are probably for the late game. Okay, does anybody have too much stuff in their stuff? Yes, you do. However, you can give all that to the previous guy. That works. Fantastic. I like how these guys are just holding a bunch of stuff, but at the same time they are considered weightless. Alright, let's go back to Mongrel and let's keep slaughtering people, shall we? He's like, I've found a better way to get there. Okay, someone ran over here and got some snacks. This guy is once again stuck. Alright, there he goes. Alright, off we go again. Ah, yes. There's young Fogmen just living in the moment. Ah! He is delicious. He killed some of our friends. How could you? Alright, let's head over to Mongrel. Well, this guy is still slowly getting stronger. He's getting there. Oh man, did you hear that guy? He was like, "No!" I think they went for the jewels. It's like, poor guy. Alright, our straggler has not caught up yet. What's this prince doing? Where's the Fogman, formerly known as Prince? He's on his way. He's making it. He's on the way. It'll be fine. He just got a little lost is all. Alright. It's time for us to go and get back on our turrets. What could go wrong? Oh no! Someone chew his legs off? Poor person. Alright. Fantastic. Like how this guy's just out front for no reason. Excellent. The firing line is set up. Let's just run over there and get some attention, shall we? We gotta run in and then immediately scream that people in Mongrel are fat and ugly, and then run for our lives. Click, click, bang, bang! Oh no. Oh man, there's an army of them. There's an army of really pissed off Mongrelites coming after us. Like, what did you say? Open fire! Oh man, I'm gonna quick save. This might go bad. You know, they're coming at us with their bonsai charge. Okay, are we stabilizing? Okay, we're still shooting. That's good. Okay, they're all down. Fantastic. Everyone, let's turn on passive. Let's go get ourselves healed up. I don't want anybody dying if I can avoid it. People had their arms blown off again. That's fine. Get him. He showed up and we immediately shot him. Said, welcome to Texas. Howdy, everyone. Kill him. Oh. Are we out of ammo? No, we had plenty of ammo. That's weird. Okay, they are slowly coming out. Poor guy. Gets wrecked. Yeah, the good part is that we have the gear to keep ourselves alive. We have the armor to prevent ourselves from just getting absolutely annihilated. Jeez! This dude lost both arms. It's a rite of passage among FOGMEN. Have both your arms blown off. Usually doesn't happen at the same time, though. We're gonna have to call him Stubbs. He's just like, why did I join? That could have been... I could have been a painter. Okay, is everyone sort of recovered now? Yes, everyone's sort of recovered now. Cool. Alright, sounds good. Let's get back on these so we can wipe out even more of them. Because we want to kill as many of them as possible. Let's now ranged. Get him! Okay, people are joining back again. Pull out your gats. People are getting back up. Okay, sounds good. Everybody get back together. Fantastic. Where's Fen? Currently unconscious. Sounds good. Where's him? He's getting better. It'll be fine. We just have a crippled arm. It'll be alright. Oh, just starving bandits? Oh, it's fine. Somebody was just like, bonk, and that was it. No. Don't run into Mongrel. That'd be a bad decision. Okay, how many people are left? 198. It went up. Main thing is, again, as we kill off non-guards in Mongrel, they will start losing population permanently. The guards all respawn, the actual population does not. Okay, can I actually use this? Yes, I can, with a crippled arm. Somehow. Don't ask how. Let's see, and as her arms over here, we're gonna have arms. What are you guys shooting at? Okay, that works. Okay, arms. This is very important. I don't know why you decided to run into the firing line, but okay, sounds good. They're all shooting at this guy. Hoping for the best. This guy's taking pot shot at all. taking pot shots at arms. Can they even hit him? Like, maybe these guys can hit him. Okay, arms. I want you to go over here. What in the world? Arms, go kick him. Arms sort of walked up to him and was like, oh, his arms are broken, huh? That's what we're calling them being removed. Oh, people are getting kind of close. Has he even been hit once? Yeah, he's been hit a few times. Okay, arms. Come in here and provoke somebody. We need more foolish people to come outside. I don't think arms can even provoke somebody. No, I don't think he can. So we're just going to have arms come back here and hang out then. We'll instead send this random person. Your encumbrance is 40 something. Okay, what about you? Your encumbrance is 0. You can run at full speed. Alright, fine. Alright, you go provoke somebody. Shinobi guard, shinobi guard. Lots of shinobi guards. Sup, dudes? We just shoot him. He's like, why, you little? It's like, get back here! Arms, can you take care of this guy? Is he dying? No. Alright, open fire, everyone. This could be bad. We're gonna quick save. Just in case. Alright, everyone. Go to your normal crossbows, which you're actually really good at using. Or not. This could be bad. It looks like it's just going bad. I think we might have bitten off more than we could chew. But whatever, it seems as though we might be slowly prevailing. Or not. Just too many. Do I see dying anywhere? No, actually, I don't. That's borderline amazing.